Ducks are rolling. Wemby has officially entered monster mode. The Ducks shock Vegas? Yes, that happened. And the NCAA may be turning March Madness into April exhaustion. Plus, we begin our WNBA season preview and look at the teams that could challenge for Las Vegas's crown. Indiana, I'm talking to you. Buckle up, folks, because we are officially tripped out, tripped up, and tripped down on this Thursday edition of Snowman in the Morning, and it begins right now.
I can't do it. We'll do it live. Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live!
Mister, will you please wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up?
Good morning! Snowman here to all you Brock Purdy and San Francisco 49er haters. Shut up! I gotta thank you, Shane.
I mean, whatever happened to the games where breaking 100 points was, I don't know, unusual?
There was one word to sum up the All-Star weekend.
Trays. Cause we take this job so serious.
Splash Brothers, yes. Ray Allen, replace him with Steve Kerr. Reggie Miller, yeah.
What in the all types of blue hell?
I don't know what that was. Oh, yeah! A little stuff at the top of the show never hurt anybody. Good morning, and welcome to the Tripped Out, Tripped Up, Tripped Down, Wrong Button Thursday edition of Snowman in the Morning. Glad to have y'all with us. A lot on the docket today, including 2 playoff reviews inside Joy's Power Play. We'll take a look at the NBA playoffs and see how that's going. And then we'll give a little preview of the WNBA. Who is your pick to win it all? First of all, we go to the Fanatics feedback zone, and Elevator has Guiderall. I hope I said that right. Says happy Thursday. And Napoleon Johnamite is with us in the chat. Coming to us from Idaho, I believe, and he says, wrong button moment. Yes, Napoleon, wrong button moment indeed. But before we get started with George's Power Play, we're going to have a little memory. We're going to take a little walk down memory lane. On May 7th, 1989, this happened.
The inbounds pass comes into Jordan. Here's Michael at the foul line. A shot on Elo. Good! The Bulls win! They win it! Set the Cleveland Cavaliers. Michael Jordan hits it at the foul line. 101-100.
Dubbed The Shot from Richfield Coliseum. As mentioned on this day, May 7th, 1989, Michael Jordan hit the game winner that sent the Bulls on their way to a dynasty and the Cavaliers recovering. Joy joins us this morning. How are you, my brother?
I am tired.
Did you get any kind of sleep whatsoever?
4 hours.
4 hours. Jeez, man. What are you doing on only 4 hours of sleep?
Well,
No, my better question should be, how much caffeine have you consumed so far?
0. I've tried to keep it caffeine free this morning.
Hey, that's what I'm trying to do. But on a day like this, I couldn't help it. And also today's show is powered by Casey's. I got
Casey's. Oh, dude. Oh, we have so many Casey's here in Top City. Oh my
I
God,
know.
it's ridiculous.
Between Kansas,
the only gas station where the actual pumps close.
between Kansas and Missouri, there's a lot of Casey's, because when we went to St. Louis, and we've been there a couple of times, we saw nothing but Casey's.
Well, in the Missouri, Kansas, Indiana area, it's Casey's and QT.
Well, you can also include Circle K because there's a lot of you can
because
include two
Circle
more.
K, because y'all are close to Michigan.
Yeah, we're close to Michigan. You can include Circle K. You also can include Speedway. But I will tell you this funny story before we get going with the power play. We were living in North Carolina, and one night my wife woke up and she says, "Honey, I need you to go get me some onion rings." I'm like, "Onion rings?" She says, "Yeah, I need some onion rings." I said, "Where the hell am I going to get onion rings at 1:30 in the morning?" "You know, that gas station you always visit." "Oh, I know. You mean Sheets." "No, I mean Sheets."
Lord.
We've called it that ever since. All right, let's get going with George Power Play. We got some games to review. And as I mentioned, here's George Power Play presented by Fanatics.
Yesterday was Wednesday, May 6th, 2026. The Montreal Canadiens and the Buffalo Sabres started off their game one. Everybody on the panel
picked Montreal.
Picked the Montreal Canadiens.
And
everybody took a fat L on that one.
Let me do it for you. Everyone on the panel took a big fat old... Byram opened the scoring with a power play goal, and Buffalo was on their way as the Sabres win it by a final of 4-2. They lead 1-0 in front of 19,070. And I'm looking at the stats here, and even on the social media panel, a lot of people picked Montreal to win. And Buffalo said, "Yeah, hold my beer." 3 stars of the game. Zach, all from Buffalo. Zach Benson with 2 assists. Ryan McLeod with a goal and an assist, and that goal also came on the power play. And Jordan Greenway, who had a goal and no assists. Those are your 3 stars of the game from the Buffalo Sabres. And Jakub Dobesh was not Jakub Dobesh last night.
12 for 16, 75% on the save percentage. You know, when you have a decent defense in front of you, you're not going to get a lot of shots coming your way, but it's up to you as a goaltender to be able to save the shots that do come your way. Dobesh just was not. This is where the seniority starts to really get to Dobesh. Especially with how good Alex Lyon was in Florida and then how good he is now in Buffalo.
Alex Lyon was dynamite.
26 for 28, 92.9% save percentage. He went 3 for 4 on the power play, 2 for 2 shorthanded, and played all 60 minutes. If you had him in fantasy, good job. 24.8 fantasy points.
I didn't realize it was fantasy hockey until you brought it to us. Maybe next year I'll dive into some fantasy hockey and more fantasy sports. Who knows? I do plan, and I'm going to scare the heck out of people with this. I do plan to try fantasy football this year.
It also felt like a very lacking game from the supposed goal Caulfield, Mr. 50 goal himself. Not a single point contribution and a -1 for Cole Caulfield.
I don't know if did he take any shots last night?
He took 2 shots. 2.
He took 2 shots? Good Lord.
2 shots.
2. He took
and then here's a few Montreal Canadiens that didn't even take a shot. Caden Gooley didn't take a shot. Joe Valeno didn't take a shot. Arbor Xhekaj didn't take a shot. Josh Anderson, the right winger, didn't take a shot, and Alex Carrier did not take a shot. Zach Bolduc did not take a single shot all game long.
What? You gotta be kidding me. He didn't take a shot.
All the players I named did not. Well, even if they did take a shot, it didn't get on goal.
Okay, it got blocked somehow on the way to the goal.
Buffalo Sabres are one of the highest blocking teams in the league, man.
Yeah, they are. They are.
I'm looking at the stats. Timmins with 3 blocks, Logan Stanley with 2, Owen Power with 2, Jason Zucker with 1, and then Rasmus Dahlin, the veteran, and
Buffalo
had 3 blocks as well.
Yeah.
So a total of 12
Hey,
blocks.
Pizzle with us. Pizzle's with us this morning from Florida. 2-time. Yes. Two shots. 2.
Yeah, honestly,
Mhm.
I should have expected this. I should have thought about the seniority between Alex Lyon and
Yeah. And Jakob Dobesh. I should have thought of that too. I didn't even go that way. I sure didn't.
But the game I really want to talk about is the legacy game for Lukas Dostal. The Anaheim Ducks and the Vegas Golden Knights played their game 2 in Vegas, and the Anaheim Ducks walked the Knights.
They did.
They only allowed 22 shots on net. Look, Lukas Dostal, 95.5% save percentage. And by the way, the game's only goal from the Vegas Golden Knights came with 6 seconds left.
Yeah, the Anaheim Ducks, and I'll sit here and say it. The chief man took a big fat.
Brian, Napoleon, Shaner, and Victor all picked Vegas. I was the only one that did not make it a clean sweep. I picked Ducks, making me the only one to have a win so far with these picks. But honestly, I gotta say, Lukas Dostal
was a
great game. Legacy game.
Dostal was a wall last night. The Anaheim Ducks owned game 1, but somehow Vegas won that 3-1. They owned game 2, and Pizzle picked the Anaheim Ducks as well. So you and Pizzle shared the win. Man, let me just say this real
in my standings. I'm not even gonna lie because I didn't even because when we did the show yesterday, Pizzle, you didn't make your picks.
Yeah, he did. I think.
No, when I was looking at the draw, all I saw was Victor.
Yes, Droid was on Alarm Island and won. Yes, Napoleon, it did happen.
Yeah, I gotta make a graphic. But instead of picking the Gamecocks, I had to pick the Ducks.
I gotta make a graphic for Alarm Island. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I'm going to make a graphic for Alarm Island.
It would definitely be a good sell if the Gamecocks ever got wind of this show and made that a shirt. Holy, how much money they would make!
You know something? I might make it a shirt.
I'm looking at
Dear Shane Lake, Alarm Island's gonna come alive.
Only one singular game tonight. It is the Carolina Hurricanes playing their game 3 in Philadelphia.
Yep, and the Hurricanes
sunny in Philadelphia.
Hurricanes lead that series 2-0, going to Philadelphia, which means my homie Pure Adrenaline Sports, Big John, will have the call of that game. I got a lot of running around to do. If I get back in time, I'll put the headset on for that as well. That is from the Xfinity Mobile Center in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And Droid, let me get your thoughts. Can the Flyers come out of this 2-0 hole, or is Carolina that strong in this round?
They might get their first win tonight. They might. It really depends on whether or not they can play defense finally. Because their lack of defense, their lack of defensive depth has really been showing. Yeah. I mean, since you look at every single person that's come through Philadelphia as a defenseman. One of them being the now Carolina star Shane Gostisbehere.
Yep.
And also you got to remember this team is really hurt. Christian Dvorak is questionable. Owen Tippett's questionable. Noah Cates is out with a lower body injury.
Yeah.
You also got Rodrigo Abels is out with an ankle. Nikita Grabenkin is out with an upper body. You look at that, and then you look at Carolina. Everybody's healthy. You got a fully healthy Carolina team.
Yeah, they're fully healthy.
Slightly damaged team, and when you
You know what's scary? Carolina just may come out tonight all guns blazing and try to put this away early.
The current defenseman, for those who don't know, not the Anaheim Ducks, the Philadelphia Flyers. I'm tired. Shut up. Travis Sanheim, Cam York, Nick Seeler, Jamie Drysdale, Rasmus Ristolainen, and Emil Andre. Also Noah Juleson, another name that pops up in terms of defensemen this playoffs.
All right.
Shane Gostisbehere is definitely one of the most well-known players to come out of Philadelphia because everybody knows him as the Ghost.
Yeah.
And I say he's the Ghost because I haven't even seen him this series, but, to each its own.
Oh, no. Napoleon's at it again. Hey, Pizzle, Napoleon just saluted you with a pineapple. And he also saluted me because for some reason when I turn on Spotify, that's still the first song that pops up. And now I can't get the darn thing out of my head. Who's in goal tonight? Who's in goal tonight for these two teams?
Frederick Anderson and Dan Vladar. Frederick Anderson is, oh Lord, he has a 95-8 and is 6-0 this playoffs.
Yikes.
So
Yikes.
I don't know about your pick, Brian, but I'm taking
Carolina.
the Canes.
Carolina. Hey, that used to be my home. I'm sticking with them. I'm going with the Carolina Hurricanes.
And then,
you guys
have to get in contact with Victor for that.
Who you guys in the chat going with? Be you Carolina Hurricanes or be you Philadelphia Flyers? Make your picks in the chat. And that will take care of this power play.
When you're so tired early in the morning, the power play feels more like a penalty kill.
I understand. Pizzle says Pizzle. Hurricanes. Which way
add him to this stupid sheet I got?
You started it.
Listen, I didn't think I'd have to keep track of it like Shane's NASCAR picks.
Just remember, you started it, and people are hopping on because they like it. All right. Coming up after the break. Coming up after the break, I'm sending an email to the Philadelphia 76ers. The title, The Process is Dead, and so are you. Back in the deuce.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Join Ryan McCarthy.
I became a Jets fan because Kermit the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
And Dustin Henry.
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps.
As they walk you through all of the world of sports from their perspective.
The Albany Empire, it's a literal circus.
No credentials required. Where, Ryan, say the tag.
Where you don't need a press pass to talk sports.
Every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. On YouTube and where you can find all podcasts. Oh, yes. The tradition, the pageantry, the spectacle, the history, the slut. Wait. I gotta rep my brother's stuff right. All my DMV soldiers, stand up! And welcome to the Commander's Gridiron Report. You want your Commanders to be repped right? Well, D. Willie is your man. Commander's Gridiron Report. Every Tuesday at 11:05 a.m. Eastern, 10:05 a.m. Central. On the Sotoba Media YouTube channel. Music by J. Cool.
Where my soldiers? Right side. Commanders. Where my soldiers? Left side.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze god.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do two circles, and that translates to I can beat up black people.
As he takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central. No, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel. Cause we take this job so serious.
I'm on Alarm Island. Give me them cocks!
Okay.
What in the all types of blue hell?
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Two after the hour. Welcome to all of our radio stations, including WJKS in Indianapolis, Indiana, WBWS in Chicago, WIRU also in Chicago, and KJBS out west. Well, before we get to the 76ers choking against the Knicks last night and Minnesota Timberwolves, you weren't worthy last night. Before we get to all of that, a piece of news just crossed my desk, which is going to cause me to light a fire. According to NFL Network, Aaron Rodgers is likely to play for the Steelers in 2026. Hey. You know what? Screw it. Hold on.
Wow. Mooted.
What? I heard wow. What?
I said foul.
Yeah, Steelers fans are crying foul. And I'm telling Aaron to sit down. Aaron bleeping Rodgers. Whoop the friggin' do that you plan to play in 2026. You know what you need to do? Give me this button. Give me this button. You need to go the away.
Oh, I was gonna say. I thought you were just gonna say home.
No, I'm saying it the way my wife said it earlier this morning. You need to go the away. You need to leave us the alone. You need to just hang it up and let a real quarterback lead Pittsburgh because it ain't you. You understand?
A real quarterback leading Pittsburgh? That's a thing?
I'll offer my thoughts on that tomorrow. You need to get out of here and leave us alone. We don't want to hear about your retreat. I forgot what it's we don't want to hear about your darkness retreat. We don't want to hear what's going on with their off season. We don't care. Go away. Leave us alone. Leave Pittsburgh alone because you ruined them. Aaron Rodgers to Pittsburgh is like LeBron James to the Lakers. You ruined a once proud franchise. And by the way, what the have you done for the Pittsburgh Steelers since you've been there? I'll answer that for you. Nothing. You've done nothing. And if y'all think he's going to have an impact for the Pittsburgh Steelers this year,
that's a lie.
Aaron Rodgers played for the Pittsburgh Steelers in 2026. And on top of that, he plans to visit Pittsburgh. If you wanted to play for Pittsburgh, you'd have made your mind up after you got whacked by the Houston Texans in the playoffs. After you got buried by the Houston Texans in the playoffs. A playoff spot that y'all got because Loop missed a field goal for the Baltimore Ravens, which should have been their spot, but Loop missed it. You backdoored your way into the playoffs. Aaron Rodgers, you suck. Okay? Let me tell you that straight up. You suck. And you have sucked in the playoffs since 2011. You haven't done a dadgum thing. Trying not to cuss. You haven't done a dadgum thing in the playoffs.
I will not cuss.
Thank you. Needed that. Everybody put that chant in the chat. I will not cuss. I will not cuss. Let's make that a hashtag, shall we? You haven't done a dadgum thing in the playoffs since 2011 when you got lucky and won a Super Bowl. Yeah, I said it. It was lucky. Dadgummit. You got lucky and won a Super Bowl. What have you done since then? Not a dadgum thing. Bothering us with your darkness retreat and I don't know what I'm going to do and not getting immunized for COVID and all that good. Man, shut up. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. Likely play for Pittsburgh. I got this button ready. Man, shut the up. Just shut up. No one cares except maybe Pittsburgh fans, but they're calling for your head. Until you turn into the Aaron Rodgers of old, which you ain't going to do because you're starting your 20th season, no one cares. No one will pay attention to you. No one will pay attention to the Pittsburgh Steelers, even if they backdoor their way into the playoffs, even if they start 11-0 and then choke down the stretch. We've seen that before. 2020, anybody? Aaron Rodgers, you have ruined the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Pittsburgh Steelers are a laughingstock. Why? Because yes, Aaron, it is you. It has always been you. It always will be you forever and ever. Amen. It's you. Now go away and leave us alone and get off of my seat. LC Muscles is going to get so mad at me. But I offer, and Pizzle, you know LC, you know I love LC Muscles. We nearly made him choke to death in a sound battle with me and Romy one night. But I offer 3 words. Find the lie. I'll solve that puzzle for you. There isn't any.
Now that I'm done sneezing my brains out.
I understand that. Your thoughts on Aaron Rodgers?
No. just no.
Just, that's my wife's words. Just no. Matter of fact, in my ear, my wife said, Aaron Rodgers needs to shut the up and leave us the alone. No lie to be found, says A Pizzle. I challenge anybody that's an Aaron Rodgers fan, anybody, to find the lie in the hot seat segment that I just did. Find the lie. I dare you. As I said, he hasn't done a doggone thing since 2011. You think he's going to do something this year? You fool! Exactly. You fool. Caramba. All right. Take a break. When we come back, I will compose an email to the Philadelphia 76ers because they had that game last night and they blew it. They freaking blew it. Turnovers and missed free throws will doom you every single time. We'll talk about that and a 38-point drubbing by the San Antonio Spurs, who's my pick to come out of the West. All that and more as we return to Snowman in the Morning. Back in the deuce.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Drew Willingham.
In this case, yeah, you put the blame on Kyle Shanahan for apparently not preparing the team enough for the overtime rules, supposedly.
Cole Johnson.
Peyton was considered the winner, and he was the darling of all darlings for Gerald.
With a special appearance by Tyrone Alizé McDummy.
Ain't nobody calling me. Text. Delete!
Join these 2 football enthusiasts as they give you Total Football Talk. Live every Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central on the Sertoba Media and the Comey Media YouTube channels. Hey, Eagles fan. Join my man Cool McCain and a host of others as they break down every single game, every single week in an objective manner, and also from a fan's perspective as well. Remember, this cast feels just like you. Nobody likes you. And you don't care. Fly, Eagles, fly. Eagles Elite Podcast. Every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern on YouTube and other podcast outlets.
From the hills of Santa Clara to the legacy of the stick, this is where red runs deep and greatness wears gold. 40 plus years of fan, 30 years in the booth, and now it's personal. The 49ers like you've never heard them before. This is That 49ers Show on Snowman Sportsnet. Hosted by Brian Snow, each week you will get a recap of the game that just happened and the game that will happen. All the stats, facts, and figures, all the fun notes, fan chats, and everything else you could put into 30 minutes. This is That 49ers Show on Snowman Sportsnet. Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central.
Cause we take this job so serious.
What are we doing?
What in the all types of blue hell?
This is Snowman in the Morning.
To the hour as we continue, and a notification just came across my desk about 3 players being waived by the Indiana Fever. They are Megan McConnell, Jessica Timmons, and Kiana Traylor. These 3 guards will hit waivers, which allows every team an opportunity to pick up their contract. If no team claims these players, then they will clear waivers and will become unrestricted free agents. With these roster transactions, the Fever are now at their 12-player active roster limit. Justin Passat, the second-round draft pick, has already signed. Dagnabbit. I had the story and an ad came up. Justin Passat, their second round. I'm surprised they waived Megan McConnell, but we'll talk more about that a little later. At the 12-player roster limit, Justin Passat, their second-round pick in 2026, is already signed to one of the Fever's 2-player development roster spots. In line with the new CBA, WNBA teams can now carry an additional 2 players on their roster designated as player development spots. These players can individually be activated for up to 12 games per season, but participate fully in practice and other team activities. Fever could sign one of its waived trio to its second player development roster spot if they clear waivers, and Indiana wants to. McConnell, a 5'7" point guard, recently averaged 11.6 rebounds and 3 assists per game playing in the WNBL in Australia. Traylor, a 5'9" guard, spent time overseas and competed in Athletes Unlimited earlier this year, where she averaged 8 and 2. Lastly, Timmons, a 5'9" guard out of Alabama. Timmons averaged 16 and 4 her senior season, shooting 43% from 3-point range. So those are the players that are waived. I got the feeling one of them will be back with the Indiana Fever this year. We'll have to wait and see who gets signed and who doesn't. Derek Drayton will join me tomorrow as we really dive into the WNBA. And also, there we go. And also, happy birthday to one of my dearest friends in Dave Gorin, the man in charge of the NSMA. So happy birthday, Dave. I hope to have you on the show very, very soon. Victor picks Philadelphia to win tonight.
That wasn't Victor. That's Shane.
Oh, Shane picked Philly? I thought it was Victor.
No,
it was Shane. It was
207.
Shane.
So
it was Shane. It was Shane that picked Philly. Well, Shane, I think you're going to lose. 37 after the hour. And what the hell happened in New York last night?
I know what happened. I know what happened to Flyers, not Flyers, Sixers fans exiting the stadium.
Did they get in a fight?
No, but a bunch of Knicks fans. The thing is, this is why I hate Knicks fans during the playoffs. It's the fact that they're putting hands on the individuals who are Sixers fans.
Yeah, I hate that.
And that's technically, when you go by the book of NYPD, it is considered assault.
Assault. Mm-hmm. It should be assault. See, I don't mind the Knicks. It's the
lag.
Knicks fans I don't like. And good morning to you, Coffee. Thanks for joining us. I'm going to do 2 takes.
There we go. You're back now. You were lagging so bad.
Okay. Oh, man. Okay, let me do this then. Folks, need your help. Want to upgrade the equipment not only for me, but for Dr. K. So if you can, drop us a donation to Cash App, $ Tallman Dr. K50, or you can do it here at GoFund.me/Snowman's Road to Recovery, as we are trying to get back on our feet and stay there. Also, my buddy Chris Hilliard is still climbing. He's still with us. So do me a favor and support his cause also. Hashtag Climb for Chris. Visit climbforchris.com for more information on how you can help Chris Hilliard and the Hilliard family. Now, with all that done, I've got a Snowman's double take, and the first one goes to Knicks fans. Knicks fans, quit being arrogant. You haven't won a title since 1973, so that gives you no right, even if it's just a second round win like it was last night, it gives you no right to put your hands on visiting Philadelphia fans. I got a question for you. What if you'd lost like you should have, but Philadelphia couldn't make their free throws? More on that in a second. What if you had lost? Would you really have put yourself in a position to be charged with assault because you lost the game? Does the year 1995 mean anything to you? When you guys were up by 6 points and then Reggie Miller showed up and showed out, scoring 8 points in 9 seconds?
Reggie Miller?
Yeah. What did you do? What did you do then? I'll tell you what happened. Half the Knicks fans left. With 18.7 seconds left, half of Madison Square Garden was empty because the Knicks fans said, adios, we won game 1, only to find out they lost 107-105. Man, please. I'll go back to what I said earlier, and using Shane Droid's math, it goes like this. The Knicks haven't won a title since 1973. Therefore, that makes you irrelevant. Want to do something about it? Win the whole damn thing. Win the whole damn thing. Then maybe you can crow in peace. Ay. But Knicks fans, you suck. The ones that, I will say not all Knicks fans, but the ones that celebrated by putting their hands on visiting team fans. Y'all suck. You need to quit it. Quit that ish. In the immortal words of my wife. Just be fans, okay? If you lose, shake hands. If you win, celebrate and still shake hands. The ones who committed assault, you should be arrested for it. You should be arrested for it, and you should go to jail. As the great accountable commentary says in his videos, jiggity jail. Period.
And I also have another question. You know, what happens when you pick on the wrong Sixers fan?
And they respond.
Oh no, I'm not even just thinking it just responding. I'm thinking like, what if he's strapped?
Yep.
What if he has a gun?
What if you pick on the wrong? What if you pick on the wrong Sixer fan and he is strapped and he pulls out his strap and he's ready to blow your brains out? I'll say it. I'll say it. I'll say it plainly. What if that happens? then you would have gotten yourself sent to the upper room for nothing. You'd have gotten yourself sent to the upper room for nothing.
Now, of course, class to Sixers fans for not responding like that.
Right. Absolutely right. Absolutely right. The Sixer fans did it right. Because
you never know the individuals that wear the jerseys. They go to the games. You never know what they are outside of that. So, you could always pick the wrong guy and end up losing your life because not only were you stupid, but they were stupid too.
These Knicks fans, the one that committed assault last night and wasn't put in jiggity jail for it, are stupid. They're stupid, they're idiots, and they shouldn't be allowed back in the Garden. Period. That's Snowman's take. What's yours?
I also got some news from a Montreal Canadiens fan in Buffalo.
All right.
So this is a story that happened outside of KeyBank Center in Buffalo. I was assaulted by a Sabres fan. However, multiple Sabres fans came to the rescue and pulled him off of me. I am not going to press charges as Buffalo PD has trespassed the individual.
Okay, good.
So Buffalo does it right.
Yep. They trespassed the individual.
Buffalo! Of all cities!
The doggone
Buffalo does it right.
Yep. The doggone Sabres, which is how every arena should handle it. You see assault, you pull their ass off of the fan, and you arrest their ass. Period. You arrest their punk asses.
Like, imagine being so fucking...
Oops. We apologize.
Imagine, that tells you my frustration, at least. Imagine being so... You're not even salty because you didn't even lose. You won that game.
You won the game.
Imagine being so, we'll say, self-centered that you lose the ability to go to another Sabres home game for the rest of your life.
Period.
Because that's what I heard. He's been trespassed from KeyBank Center. He is not allowed to buy tickets to Buffalo Sabres games or any events at the KeyBank Center in Buffalo.
Injured. Freaking injured. Buffalo did it right. I totally agree with that assessment. Buffalo did it right.
Buffalo did it right.
New York did it wrong. Manhattan did it wrong.
They didn't just do it wrong. They did it wrong.
They did it wrong. McCarthy says swear jar. And Callie Greenshields is with us. Callie says they have 13 players. Justine is listed as a development player. They can still sign one more player to a development contract unless KK is still on a development contract. That's KK Timpson, who she is referring to, in which case they have one roster spot left. And she also says go Montreal Canadiens. So she's picking the Canadiens to win that series.
I just saw something hilarious. I wish I could find it again, but it was basically somebody asking, I don't watch the NBA. Who's Angel Reese? And then Angel Reese replied saying, my fans will tell you. And KD, oh Lord, I hate the man, but I also love the man. He said, I think he said something along the lines of, she's an irrelevant player hailed out somewhere out of Atlanta who sells booping shoes that nobody buys. And the thing is, I hate to say it, he got it spot on.
He did. Good Lord.
He also, of course, mentioned bricking somewhere. I just don't remember exactly what he said. Live research.
What have I said, Droid, about Angel Reese since she's come into the league? What have I said?
She sucks?
Yep. As Chris Dees put it one hilarious Thursday. You found it?
I found it. It's who's Angel Reese? I don't watch the WNBA. Angel Reese at Reese10Angel. Let my fans tell you. Kevin Durant, KD Trey 5. She's a brick mason local to Atlanta, Georgia that sells some really ugly shoes on the side that no one buys.
Wow. Callie says, I'm sorry. I'm Canadian.
Every single
point. Every single point. Callie Greenshield says, I'm sorry. I am Canadian. I got to cheer for my Canadian teams. Totally understand that. And I know for a fact she's a Blue Jays fan. Because when I did the World Series, she was tuning into every game.
At least she's not a Leafs fan.
Yeah, she's a Canadiens fan. We can deal with that, and I mean that playfully. Take a break. When we come back, I will roast the Philadelphia 76ers, and I may combine it with a roasting of the Minnesota Timberwolves. Because the Timberwolves got... And we're almost due for a station ID. Because the Timberwolves got dog-walked last night in Texas. Nah. Back in the deuce.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
I'm Jenny Garth, and as a mother of 3, I know kids worry about a lot of things. Getting enough food to eat shouldn't be one of them. But here in America, that is a real worry for 1 in 5 children. Even though we are one of the most food-rich countries in the world, 15 million children don't know where their next meal is coming from. This is unacceptable, and something the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks is working to solve. Instead of accepting that our country lets billions of pounds of surplus food go to waste every year, Feeding America has made it their mission to help families in need by rescuing this food. Through food pantries and meal programs, the nationwide network of food banks provides more than 3 billion meals, serving virtually every community in the United States, including yours. Join me in supporting Feeding America and your local food bank by visiting feedingamerica.org. Together, we can solve hunger. Together, we're feeding America.
My mother was always very familiar with her neighborhood, but one day she stopped at the stop sign for much longer than usual. And she didn't know whether she should go forward or turn, and she wasn't even really sure where she was at. It was very unsettling for her.
I felt so much better after my son told me, Mom, I don't want you to worry or be afraid. I'll be there for you, and we'll figure it out.
'Cause we take this job so serious.
I don't have a suggestion as to anything but keep the bitch. Keep her. If she does not,
wow. What in the all types of blue hell?
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Oh, 10 minutes to the hour. It's hour 1 of Snowman in the Morning. Hour 2 is on the way. Zakiya McCoy is here with us. McCarthy says, fun fact, the Sabres have a 5-game winning streak versus the Habs in the playoffs. Granted, the last time they met in the playoffs was 1998, but it's still a winning streak. That's our fun fact of the day, and it's presented. Who should present this? Presented by SeatGeek. Visit the power of SeatGeek, where fans can fan. We got 10 minutes to the hour. We got basketball coming up for the start of hour 2. But I want to ask a question. Let's do our question of the day. Also presented by SeatGeek. Here's a question of the day. What arcade game ate your money the most? What arcade game took all of your allowance when you were a kid? Callie Greenshield's with us. Well, the family is split. My brother and his family are Leafs fans. My dad has been a loyal Canadiens fan. I can't say that I'm not much of a hockey fan. I just cheer for Canadian teams in the playoffs. Understood. All right, Droid. What game is eating most of your money?
Can't really say because I never really grew up with arcades around my area.
Zakia, first one in between Tekken and Pac-Man. Oh God, Pac-Man used to kill me. Star Wars trilogy, says A Pizzle. Pac-Man was one of mine. The other of mine was Centipede. Granted, I have a lot of John Watson is with us. Good morning, Mr. Watson. Our question of the day: what arcade game ate most of your money when you were growing up? Callie says, same to you, Droid. Not many around me. McCarthy says, Simpsons arcade game. I played that. I played X-Men. Another 4-player game that used to wear me out was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I beat it once. I had to reset twice, but I beat the game once. My friend and I just kept putting quarters in until we beat that game. Understood. I mentioned two of mine, Pac-Man and Centipede. I got to show love for Super Pac-Man because that kept killing me. Gallagher kept killing me. I go to the arcade with $10. Next thing I know, I got 50 cents left playing Gallagher all doggone day. Tekken Tag Tournament. There you go, Pizzle. I've played that. Crazy Taxi. Haven't played that, but I've seen it. Hydro Thunder did that one.
Well, I played Crazy Taxi on the Xbox 360, so.
How is that game?
It's fun. I mean,
there's one.
For me, it's like the soundtrack was one of the best parts about it.
Well, Pizzle just gave me another one that I used to frequent. That's Area 51. Hated that game because I could never beat it. All those crazy looking monsters come out of would come out of nowhere. I think I played Hydro Thunder twice. And that was in one trip, and that was at University of Illinois Chicago before they closed up their arcade, which kind of messed me up because I was dealing with some things at the time. It was early 1995, and I used to go hang out there. They had a bowling alley at University of Illinois Chicago. They had a bowling alley and an arcade. No, they're both closed. Dagnabbit. But I used to hang out there a lot. I also went to Evergreen Plaza. They had an arcade. I hung out in there. I lived at Ford City's arcade, and it was called Tilt. And Tilt had Tekken Tag Tournament, Tekken 3. Zakia says, any Tekken had me glued. I'm supposed to be doing laundry. Dig it. Tetris. Oh, my Lord, Tetris. I never took a shot at No, I take that back. I took 2 shots at Tetris and lost both times. McCarthy says, I got a video uploading for Saturday morning. I'll let y'all know what the video is about tomorrow. Okay. Can't wait. In the immortal words of Bart Scott. Man, I got killed by Tetris twice, and I never went back. I never played Tetris again, whether it was at home or in the arcade. Tetris killed me. I played Tekken 2 and 3, and Tekken 3 wore me out. I also played a lot of Virtua Fighter. Crazy Taxi was fun. I played that and Tetris on the PlayStation. There you go, Zakia. Zakia, am I saying your name right? If not, let me know. But Tekken wore me out. Virtua Fighter wore me out. I ain't going to mention Mortal Kombat. What time are the WNBA games tomorrow? So I am ready for trivia. 7:30 and 10. And thank you for that, because we do have a doubleheader for you tomorrow with the WNBA. We start with the Washington Mystics and the Toronto Tempos. We welcome the Toronto Tempo to the W. That's at 7:30. And then at 10 o'clock, yep, it's going to be a late night, we have the Golden State Valkyries taking on the Seattle Storm. I'll have them both for you as we get you ready for our premiere of our second season of covering the WNBA. We did it last year with the Indiana Fever. We will cover them. And we have a triple header set for you on Saturday. Zakiya says no, but you haven't chopped and screwed as bad as some of the others. Thank you for that. That's why I always ask when I see names. I always ask if I'm pronouncing it right, and if not, they tell me how to pronounce their name correctly. You know, another game. I said Galaga. I said Tekken 3. I said Virtua Fighter. Mortal Kombat. Good Lord. That and Street Fighter. I never could get through Street Fighter. I get all the way to M. Bison, and Bison would just kick my ass. That was on Street Fighter, and that was also on Super Street Fighter. I never could get to Bison. Or I can get to him, but not through him. It took me the first time I ever played Street Fighter. It was Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition. I got through everybody. It took me 6 tries to finally beat Sagat, because Sagat would hit me with a tiger uppercut and I'm dead with like 2 punches. Zakiya says, I played Street Fighter in the arcade, never Mortal Kombat. You know how many times I played Mortal Kombat? A grand total of 3 times in the arcade. I would just sit back and watch other guys play it, and they would be in a line. I'm gonna have to disagree with y'all about how the Knicks did the fan, because the fan is bothering you and harassing you, just like the idiot that harassed DK, for example. Damian Hernandez is with us, and we're close to the top of the hour. Damian, answer this question. It's our question of the day. Which arcade game ate a lot of your money? And we've named several of them.
I know it's Rage Bait, but let me just explain it like this to Damien. If you you're gonna stand your ground, you're not gonna take crap from anyone. The thing is, Damien, would you rather them get in trouble or them get in trouble and you get in trouble?
Exactly. Would you rather them be hauled off, or would you rather be hauled off by the police? I'd rather them be hauled off.
I think you said Zykim. I was like, all my brain is saying is Zakim. Like the Y is silent.
Yeah.
Zakim
I thought
McCoy.
Well, she hasn't corrected me on the best way to pronounce her name, but she did say I didn't butcher it as some of the others. So that's a good thing. That's a good thing. All right, we're at the top of the hour. We owe you a break. We owe you an ID. And when we come back, I promise, the 76ers are going to get an email from me. This is Snowman in the Morning, hour 2 in a deuce.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Join Ryan McCarthy.
I became a Jets fan because Kurt the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
And Dustin Henry.
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps,
as they walk you through all of the world of sports from their perspective.
The Albany Empire, it's a literal circus.
No credentials required. Where, Ryan, say the tag.
Where you don't need a press pass to talk sports.
Every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. On YouTube and where you can find all podcasts. Oh, yes. The tradition, the pageantry, the spectacle, the history, the slut. Wait. I gotta rep my brother's stuff right. All my DMV soldiers, stand up! And welcome to the Commander's Gridiron Report. You want your Commanders to be repped right? Well, D. Willie is your man. Commander's Gridiron Report. every Tuesday at 11:05 a.m. Eastern, 10:05 a.m. Central on the Sotoba Media YouTube channel. Music by J. Cool.
Where my soldiers? Right side. Commanders. Where my soldiers? Left side.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze god.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do two circles, and that translates to, I can beat up black people.
As he takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel. Cause we take this job so serious.
I'm on Alarm Island. Give me them cocks!
Okay.
What in the all types of blue hell?
This is Snowman in the Morning.
In the world. Okay. To the ID. You there? Huh? What?
What?
Take us to the ID. Don't want me. Take us to the ID.
I don't wanna.
Well, I'm asking you to. Take us to the ID.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
And we owe you an ID.
You're listening to WQVZ, 1700 AM Mission Radio.
Hang tight. I'll do it right. We owe you an ID. This is Snowman in the Morning.
You're listening to WQVZ, 1700 AM Mission Radio.
From the Snowman Multimedia Studios, this is Snowman in the Morning. Broadcasting live across the country and streaming worldwide. Heard on our incredible family of affiliate stations from the South to the Midwest to the Carolinas and beyond. If you're listening on one of our partner stations, we see you, we appreciate you, and we're just getting started. Where the hottest of hot takes meet the coldest of cold hard facts. For fans, by fans, all heart, all action. This is Snowman Multimedia.
Holy on smoke!
I am too old for this bull.
I'm the juggernaut, bitch! Oh, hell no!
I ain't got no time for this bull.
Ah, goodness. I'm going to do one for Playmaker because I got a few bites of his that can work also. And I can't believe I worked this in.
I am too old for this bullshit.
And
I ain't got no time for this bullshit.
Father was trying to see me go to him. That's what you did.
I'm going to see if I can find that really fast.
You normally have it.
I know, but there's not enough room in the truck. Come on, StreamYard, extend your story so we can have all the buttons in the truck.
StreamYard's just gonna shrink it more so they can charge us more.
Why are they doing that though?
Don't ask me. It's just a greedy company.
Yeah. I don't have it. Dag nabbit. Nope, I don't have it. Doggone it.
Hey, Napoleon. I need you to do me a huge favor. I need you to get in here with Brian and help him close out the show because I'm too tired. I really need to get back to bed.
Okay. Napoleon, if you can hop in here, please do. You want to take off, Droid? Because you sound
I'm like
you sound
gassed. I'm so
exhausted.
gassed.
Oh man. All right. Go get some rest, buddy.
All right. Appreciate you, Brian. Much love.
Not a problem. Not a problem. Go get some rest.
Later.
I'll fly solo for the rest of the show, which is no problem to me. We talk NBA and to the Philadelphia 76ers. How could you take the fattest of night? You know what I say to you?
You fool!
You led by 2 after 1, a point after the second quarter, same after the third quarter, after the Knicks grabbed the lead by their lonesome, and they led by as many as 7 points. So did you. Good morning, Clark Goodlow. How are you? They led by 7 points. Each team led by 7 points, and you couldn't close. And Philadelphia, you couldn't close them out. I'll tell you exactly why you didn't close them out. And I talked about it last night on my broadcast before it got shut down. You missed 7 free throws. You were 21 for 28 from the line. If you hit those free throws and maybe 2 more field goals because you shot 45% from the floor, you missed a couple of bunnies late, and you committed 18 turnovers, which led to 16 Knick points off of turnovers. 18 turnovers. And it led to 16 points. Don't tell me that this is the same 76er team that beat Boston up in Boston. Because after what I saw last night in the first game of this series, not a chance. You can't tell me that this is the same Sixer team that beat Boston in Game 7 in the Garden. After getting drubbed by 39 points in Game 1, the Sixers had Game 2 in their sights. They led for most of the game. Then the third quarter happened. The Knicks come down and take the lead on a 10-0 run to start the quarter. Philadelphia fights back. They get back in the game, tie the game, and then snatch the lead again, stretch it out to as many as 6. But they just couldn't put the Knicks away. And that's the problem with these Philadelphia 76ers. They cannot and will not put teams away when they need to. Y'all needed to put them away at halftime. But I'll say it again. You kept missing free throws. And you didn't even have Joel Embiid at your disposal last night. Embiid was out with an injury. And you came this close to beating the New York Knicks. But no, you allowed Jalen Brunson, who scored 26 points last night. You allowed Karl Anthony Towns, a.k.a. Victor's nickname Saucy Cat, to grab 20 points and 10 rebounds. You allowed OG Anunoby. Who the hell is that? To pick up 24 points. And the other problem is, well, yeah, I rebounded them 39-37, but you were 21, and I will keep harping on this fact. You were 21 for 28 from the free throw line. They're called free throws. That's free points. In the first 3 quarters, the Sixers were in the bonus, I beg your pardon, with just about half the quarter gone in the first 3 quarters. And they could not cash in and did not cash in. Now you're down 2-0 going back to Philadelphia. Could this be a repeat of 1989 when the Sixers broke out the brooms and swept the Spectrum floor? It could be. It could be. Tomorrow and Sunday are games 3 and 4 in Philadelphia at the new Spectrum called the Xfinity Mobile Center. Man, I do not trust this Sixer team. I do not believe in this Sixer team. You can't tell me this is the same Sixer team that went to Boston and socked them in the mouth. Now the first 2 games of this series, they get sucked in the mouth and kicked in the ass. I don't think this series returns to New York. I hate saying that because of some Knicks fans that I know. But I don't think this series returns to New York at all. You get beat by 39, and then you lose a game that you should have won. A game that was in your grasp, and you let Jalen Brunson beat you. You harassed him all night. You harassed him all night, and you still let them get away. This says more about the 76ers more than it says about New York. This says more about the 76ers than it says about the New York Knicks. I hang this loss on the 76ers because they had several chances to close this thing out and blow them out early. They went up by as many as 7, as I said. They led by 7 in the third quarter, and then they went dry from the field. Something like 8 missed shots in a row. Empty trips will kill you. Missing free throws will kill you. And you missed 7 free throws. You know what would happen if you make those 7 free throws? You walk out with a 1-point win, and the series is tied at 1 game apiece instead of you being down 2-0 because you can't hit your doggone free throws. I'm going to say something the way I needed to say it, the way I need to say it. I beg your pardon. And I know Sixer fans are not going to like me, but y'all need to prove me wrong in game 3. This Philadelphia 76er team sucks. They got in as the 7th seed. They beat Boston, the number 2 seed in round 1. Yay. Now you need to do it again. But after what I saw in the first 2 games, I don't think this series returns to New York at all. Take a break. When y'all come back, Minnesota Timberwolves, you're next. Back in the deuce.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Join Ryan McCarthy.
I became a Jets fan because Kurt the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
And Dustin Henry.
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps.
As they walk you through all of the world of sports from their perspective.
The Albany Empire, it's a literal circus.
No credentials required. Where, Ryan, say the tag.
Where you don't need a press pass to talk sports.
Every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. On YouTube and where you can find all podcasts. Oh, yes. The tradition, the pageantry, the spectacle, the history, the slut. Wait. I gotta rep my brother's stuff right. All my DMV soldiers, stand up! And welcome to the Commander's Gridiron Report. You want your Commanders to be repped right? Well, D. Willie is your man. Commander's Gridiron Report. Every Tuesday at 11:05 a.m. Eastern, 10:05 a.m. Central. On the Sotoba Media YouTube channel. Music by J. Cool.
Where my soldiers, side, right side. Commanders, where's my soldiers? Left side.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze car.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color the crown they get, they palm it and do two circles, and that translates to, I can be the black people.
As she takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific time zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel. Cause we take this job so serious.
I'm on Alarm Island. Give me them cocks!
Okay.
What in the all types of blue hell?
This is Snowman in the morning.
$18 after the hour. Droid has gone off to get some rest, so I will take you the rest of the way. I have to get out of here at the top of the hour because I got a doctor's visit and a few more things to do, so we're going to end about 5 minutes too. Now, with that out of the way, announcement. I've had many people get a hold of me saying that they loved when I had Chris Bass on the show with me. And Clark Goodlow, you read my mind. Yes, he did pass away last Monday. Let me just throw some homage right now. About Chris Bass, he was a friend, he was a brother, he was a mentor. I gotta tell you something, man. Chris Bass was the one who calmed me down when I was so excited to get back behind the mic because I had taken a two-year break after they let me go at Chicago State. They later brought me back, but I took a break from doing the show for about 2 years. And then I started doing it from home, which led to a lot of fun, which eventually led to Snowman in the morning. But I was bouncing around like a 10-year-old excited to get behind the microphone, and Chris sat me down and said, "You need to calm down. I know you can do this, but you got to rein it in just a little bit." I'll never forget that. I will never forget the times that he mentored me, the times that he showed me love. I'm sorry we couldn't continue the Boom Shakalaka, and it's all my fault. It's all my fault. Bass, I miss you. Plain and simple. We miss you. We love you and we miss you. It's unfair that you were taken from us when I felt you were still in the prime of your career. It ain't fair and it ain't fun doing this without you being here to close up shop on Fridays. And for that reason and that reason alone, I am bringing back the Enter the Boom Shakalaka. And it will close up hour 2 when we expand on Fridays. We expand to 3 hours. The Boom Shakalaka will end hour 2, and then Deb Whitkus will end hour 3. But you, my friend, gave us a lot of laughs, a lot of smiles, a lot of fun, and a lot of lessons. Chris Bass was also my partner in 2009 for a while when we covered Chicago State men's basketball. And I'll never forget what he called David Holston and John Cantrell, both from Pontiac, Michigan. He called them the Pontiac Twins. That I never forgot that. I will never forget it. And Bass, 20 years you've been my friend. 20 years you've been my mentor. 20 years you have touched not only my heart, but everybody else's. You have touched hearts all over this country. You have touched hearts all over the world. It's so tough to put into words what you mean, not only to me, but to Snowman in the Morning, but to Snowman and to Snowman Multimedia and everybody that has come in contact with you. We love you, Chris. And dadgummit if we don't miss you. I mean it. I love you, Chris Bass. And I will miss you forever. Back in the deuce.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Join Ryan McCarthy.
I became a Jets fan because Kurt the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green. And the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
And Dustin Henry.
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps.
As they walk you through all of the world of sports from their perspective.
The Albany Empire, it's a literal circus.
No credentials required. Where, Ryan, say the tag.
Where you don't need a press pass to talk sports.
Every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. On YouTube and where you can find all podcasts. Oh, yes. The tradition, the pageantry, the spectacle, the history, the slut. Wait. I gotta rep my brother's stuff right. All my DMV soldiers, stand up! And welcome to the Commander's Gridiron Report. You want your Commanders to be repped right? Well, D. Willie is your man. Commander's Gridiron Report. Every Tuesday at 11:05 a.m. Eastern, 10:05 a.m. Central. On the Sotoba Media YouTube channel. Music by J. Cool.
Where my soldiers? Right side. Commanders. Where my soldiers? Left side.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze god.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do two circles, and that translates to I can beat up black people.
As he takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel. Cause we take this job so serious.
I'm on Alarm Island. Give me them cocks!
Oh.
What in the all types of blue hell?
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Oh, my gracious. My gracious. 25 after the hour as we steam along here in hour 2 of Snowman in the Morning, which is presented by SeatGeek. Use the power of SeatGeek where fans can fan. Use the code Snowman to get 20% off your first purchase. Only through the power of SeatGeek where fans can fan. Okay, Minnesota Timberwolves. I made a promise, and I'm going to keep it. You're next. Oh, boy. No Anthony Edwards. You have Mike Conley start. Julius Randle was supposed to lead you without Anthony Edwards. And Edwards did play. I beg your pardon. He had 12 points. Naz Reid had 11. But the most any player scored for Minnesota is 12 points. And you got dogged by San Antonio. 35 in the second quarter, 39 in the third quarter, and 35 in the fourth quarter. You trailed 24-17 after one. Listen, Minnesota, you had as many points in the first half as the Spurs had in quarters 2 and 4. That number is 35. After stealing game one and stealing home court advantage in San Antonio, you didn't get greedy? Huh? You mean to tell me, thank you, my dear. You mean to tell me you did not get greedy and try to get two of them? Did you just take your foot off the pedal? That's what it seems like you did. You took your foot off the pedal, didn't you? Didn't you? Well, you got dog walked. And I got the feeling you're going to get dog walked again in Minnesota. I am hoping that is the case. Games 3 and 4 are tomorrow and Sunday. Tomorrow, 9:30, 7:30 on Sunday. But there will be at least a game 5 in this series, and I called for the series to end in Texas. Minnesota, you were strong last year. Hell, you were strong the year before that. Not this time. Now, I could totally be wrong about this Minnesota team, and I will gladly say that I'm wrong. I was wrong in game 1 when I picked San Antonio to blow them out, and the Spurs lost. You know what? The Spurs lost. I'll eat that. I'll gladly eat that with no problem. I was wrong about Minnesota. And Anthony Edwards was the difference. Hey, Anthony Edwards, where were you in game 2? Huh? Where were you in game 2 of this series? Nowhere to be found. Period. Nowhere to be found. And that's sad because Wemby didn't do much in game 2. He had 19 points. Oh, I take back what I said. He had 19 points. He was 7 of 15 from the field. He had 15 rebounds. Stephon Castle had 21 points. And for the second straight game in this series, all the starters for San Antonio were in double figures. Harrison Barnes led the bench mob with 12 points in 15 minutes. Julian Champagny had a dozen. Wemby had 19. De'Aaron Fox had 16. Devin Russell 10. And Stephon Castle, as I said, 21 points. And Minnesota, you got killed on the boards. 55-43 on the rebounds. And you also committed 22 turnovers. That's not going to work against the San Antonio team that's strong like bull. Because the way you played San Antonio was strong like bull, which means last night the Minnesota Timberwolves played like some bullshit. I got nothing more for this. Get up. One more thing to do, and we'll put a wrap on this early. We'll start our WNBA preview, and I'm picking who's going to win the championship or what the championship series will be. Find out who I pick in the deuce.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Drew Willingham.
In this case, yeah, you put the blame on Kyle Shanahan for apparently not preparing the team enough for the overtime rules, supposedly.
Cole Johnson.
Peyton was considered the winner, and he was the darling of all darlings for Gerald.
With a special appearance by Tyrone Alizé McDummy.
Ain't nobody calling me. Text. Delete.
Join these two football enthusiasts as they give you Total Football Talk. Live every Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central on the Sertoba Media and the Comey Media YouTube channels. Hey, Eagles fan. Join my man Cool McCain and a host of others as they break down every single game, every single week in an objective manner, and also from a fan's perspective as well. Remember, this cast feels just like you. Nobody likes you. And you don't care. Fly, Eagles, fly. Eagles Elite Podcast. Every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern on YouTube and other podcast outlets.
From the hills of Santa Clara to the legacy of the stick, this is where red runs deep and greatness wears gold. 40 plus years of fan, 30 years in the booth, and now it's personal. The 49ers like you've never heard them before. This is That 49ers Show on Snowman Sportsnet. Hosted by Brian Snow, each week you will get a recap of the game that just happened and the game that will happen. All the stats, facts, and figures, all the fun notes, fan chats, and everything else you could put into 30 minutes. This is That 49ers Show on Snowman Sportsnet. Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central.
Cause we take this job so serious.
What are we doing?
What in the all types of blue hell?
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Well, I'm gonna put a bow on this early because it looks like my wife is ready to go, so I'll go ahead and take off. Remember, tonight, should time allow me, doubleheader in the NBA, Cavs and Pistons at 7, along with Lakers and OKC at 9:30, and tomorrow, premiere of our coverage of the WNBA with Washington and Toronto at 7:30, and Golden State and Seattle at 10 p.m. And Saturday, the Indiana Fever kick off their season. It'll be our second season of covering the Fever here on this channel and here on this network, and we'll have a triple header for you on Saturday. I better get out of here. The wife's waiting for me. Have a great day. God bless. Try again. Have a great day. God bless. Remember to make your next move your best move, and always remember, if your dreams don't scare you, they are simply not big enough. Dream big, do bigger. We hope y'all are too. Got to get out of here. So long, everybody. Indiana. Y'all have a great day. We'll be back here tomorrow, and I promise we'll have our WNBA preview. I love you guys. So long, everybody.